Military sources and defense experts. The Hong Kong-based South China Morning Post recently reported that China is leveraging world-class production lines to speed up deliveries of its superior J-20 Mighty Dragon stealth fighter. The development follows the U.S. Air Force's decision to send F-22 Raptor fighter jets to Kadena Air Base in Japan earlier this month to replace their aging F-15 Eagles. Military insiders reportedly told the publication that the increased production of the J-20 is meant to balance the United States' deployment of its leading air superiority aircraft, the F-22, and another fifth-generation stealth fighter, the F-35, to region. According to reports, the new production line and home-built engines have increased the number of J-20s to equal, if not more, than the number of US F-22 Raptors. Lockheed Martin manufactures the F-22 and F-35 fighter jets and uses a pulsed production line. Based on previous estimates, China has built at least 200 J-20 jets. In contrast, Lockheed Martin delivered just 186 F-22 Raptors before closing its assembly line permanently in 2012. In response to North Korea's launch of an intercontinental ballistic missile, 4 South Korean F-35A jets and 4 US F-16 fighter jets flew in coordinated strike formation and practiced dropping laser-guided GBUs and 12 bombs on Pyongyang's launch facility. U.S. allies in the region, South Korea and Japan, each have operational fleets of imported US F-35 fighter jets. Meanwhile, Singapore operates the F-35 Lightning II fighter in a wider area. China's defense partner, Thailand, has also decided to buy the F-35 fighter and is waiting for the American nod. As tensions continue to grow between China and its regional rivals, China's environmental density of US-built stealth aircraft has not been ignored by Beijing and officials at the Chinese Military Commission. According to some reports, the US has far fewer Raptors in service than China's J-20s. The Raptors will be replaced by next-generation fighters currently under development. China has been upgrading the J-20 Mighty Dragon for several years to keep up with the U.S. fifth-generation fighter jet. By increasing the production of the J-20, it seems ready to deploy this aircraft to deter the U.S. and its allies in its territory. J-20 entered service in 2017 following the delivery of more than 100 F-35s to Japan and South Korea by the United States. Although China has not specified the number of deployed J-20s, PLA Air Force spokesman Senior Colonel Chen Jinka said they operate in all 5 PLA theater commands. Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group started mass production of the J-20 in 2020 after the leadership of the Central Military Commission voted to replace the original Russian Saturn AL-31 engine with a locally made WS-10C Taihang engine. At the Zhuhai Airshow 2022, China showcased a turbofan engine with a 2D thrust vector control nozzle, giving the J-20 increased maneuverability and stealth capabilities. This is important because China announced in January that it would start upgrading its J-20 stealth fighter jet with modern technology to match the capabilities of the American F-22 Raptor. In addition, Chinese engineers have been working on the WS-15, a high-thrust engine that will allow the J-20 to close the performance gap with the F-22. However, that project had fallen behind schedule and was due to enter production next year, requiring CAG to adopt the WS-10C as a bridging solution. China has not shied away from projecting the J-20 as the cornerstone of whatever air war it may have too. In August, the PRC deployed its J-20s for the first time in a combat drill around Taiwan in response to U.S. Chair Nancy Pelosi's visit to the island nation. A few months later, the J-20 was showcased at the Zhuhai Airshow, where 2 planes landed and parked for several hours. The J-20 has been pressed for combat patrols and has encountered US F-35 fighter jets. On its part, the U.S. is aware of China's growing air power and the prowess of the J-20. A 2016 U.S. Department of Defense assessment stated that China's development of the J-20 is an important step in the country's ambitions to increase regional power projection capacity and to attack nearby air bases and facilities.